Hello everyone, my name is Trian from Hanoi Free Private Tour Guide. Today I will tell you about temple of literature. Firstly, we will talk about the history of temple of literature. The temple of literature was originally founded under Li Thánh-tông dynasty in 1007 to honor Confucius, known as Văn Miếu. Văn means literature and Miếu means temples. 6 years later, in 1076, Quốc Tử Giám was built behind the Temple of Literature and became Vietnam's Imperial Academy, a prestigious school for top academics shortly after, under the reign of King Lý Nhân Tông. At first, the Imperial Academy as a royal school was opened for only members of the elite such as princes, nobles, and bureaucrats. Later on, in 1253, under the Trần Thái Tong's dynasty, Imperial Academy was expanded as National Academy to accept the civilians, children who had excellent academic abilities. Under the reign of King Trần Minh Tông, Chu Văn An was appointed Quốc Tử Giám Mandarin as today's principal, who directly taught the princes. Taught the prince. In 1370, after his death, King Trần Nghệ Tông worshipped him at the literature temple, which was located next to the Confucius. In late dynasty, Confucianism became very popular. In 1484, King Lê Thánh Tông set up a stele for those who passed the doctoral exam from 1442 onwards. Its stele was placed on turtle's back, which is symbol of the longevity and wisdom. Under King Lê Thánh Tông dynasty, exactly 12 examinations were held every 3 years. In 1802, the Nguyễn dynasty monarchs founded the capital in Huế, where they established a new imperial academy. During this period, the literature temple was called Văn Miếu Bắc Thành, literature temple of the Northern Citadel, and later changed to Văn Miếu Hà Nội. As for Quốc Tử Giám, it became the school of Hoài Đức prefecture and then developed into the Khải Thành Shrine, a place for honors Confucius' parents. By this time, the pavilion of Constellation Khuê Văn Các was also built next to the site of Square Well. In 1906, the Temple of Literature was ranked as a historical and cultural vestige by the General Governor in Indochina. Unfortunately, during the French War, the literature temple was almost destroyed because of bomb. Secondly, we will talk about architecture. Architecture complex of Văn Miếu Quốc Tử Giám was built for each zone, layer by layer along the north-south axis. It is similar to that of temple at Khufu, Shandong, China, where is Confucius' birthplace. Exterior area, Lake of Literature and Giám Park. Lake of Literature or Hồ Văn or Hồ Giám, also known as Minh Đường Lake, is located in front of the main gate of Literature Temple. On the other side of current Quốc Tử Giám Street, there is Kim Châu Mount in the middle of the lake, which is place where poetry commentary of ancient citadel took place. Giám Garden, located on the west side of the temple, is an important space of the relic, displaying many ornamented plants octagonal houses. It is often used as a venue for cultural and artistic activity during Tet holidays, such as water puppet show, dragon dance, poetry performance, etc. Interior area, literature temple and Quốc Tử Giám. interior area of Literature Temple is divided into 5 courtyards, each of which is surrounded by brick wall. There are 3 gates at each courtyard, the biggest one in the center and 2 small ones on either side. The first 2 courtyards are shady and provide a quiet buffer from the bustle of the surrounding street. The third one contains a large pond known as the Well of Heavenly Clarity. The fourth hosts of house of ceremonies, which contain the last statue of Confucius and is flanked by souvenir shop. The last one holds some of the largest structure, including a bell tower and drum. The front of Literature is an open space, making the vestigial appearance look majestic and holy. It's considered 4 brick pillars and 2 really commanding housemen to dismount on 2 sides. There are 2 lions facing each other on the top of 2 highest pillars in the middle. The 2 other pillars are topped with 4 phoenix in the charming position with outstretched wing and tailed handle together. The 2 mastily. The 2 dismount stele was built in 1771 in front of the entrance of the Literature Temple to remind all people, including doctors, high-ranking mandarin and emperor, waiting up their horses to pay homage to the saint and talent education center of the country. The first courtyard, great portico and great middle gate. The first courtyard leads from the great portico, khu nhập đạo, to the great middle gate, Đại Trung Môn, with 2 smaller gates on side, attained talent gate, Đại Tài Môn, and a complete virtual gate, Thành Đức Môn, which implied that a successful person who have both talent and virtue. Here you will see 2 small ponds each side of the garden and 3 walking paths with meaning used in the past as follows. The middle one was for the king, the royal family, and great mandarins. 2 small paths on each side were for students and normal people. The great middle gate located at the end of the central part in the first courtyard is built in architecture style of post-Lei dynasty 15th century to 17th centuries. It is a construction with 3 compartments supported by wooden pillars and a red shoe-shaped tile roof. On the rooftop there are sides of 2 caps flanking a flush that were decorated with pieces of great terracotta and porcelain. The ground of the gate was paved with brick and made in Bachang Pottery Village. The great middle gate was set up on bridge platform surrounded by stone with 3 steps, making a sizable and slum. The second courtyard, success courtyard and pavilion of constellation. Pavilion of constellation, Khuê Văn Các, was built in 1905. The architecture includes 4 square brick pillars supporting the upper attic, which with the very beautiful wooden structures. It's not too big, but the pavilion has a unique and harmonious architecture. Pavilion of constellation has a red, elaborate roof with 2 circular windows and bronze bell, which usually rung on special occasions. Pavilion of constellation was originally used to hold a review of the beautiful essays from the students who passed the examination. Pavilion of constellation, a familiar image feature on the back of the 100,000 Vietnamese đồng banknote in is a symbol of Hanoi today. The third court church, a well of heavenly clarity and garden of the Doctor's Lily. The third court church starts with the square shape well, which also known as the Well of Heaven Clarity Tien Quang Well. The square represents the earth, while the circle at the top of the pavilion represents the sky, which created a harmony between the sky and earth. This well functions as a mirror, absorbing the best essence of the universe and helps students see themselves and dress up before entering the sacred inner part. The both sides of the well of heavenly clarity are 82 stelae, known as Doctor's Lilies, mounted on stone tortoises. Each stele records the detail of candidates who successfully passed the state royal examination held at the National Academy from 1442 to 1779, and thus are a precious historical resources. Tortoise is considered to be a holy creature and a symbol of longevity and wisdom. In ancient Vietnamese traditional, it used to be good luck for puppy and students to rub the head of the tortoise before their important exams. But in order to reverse these strong turtles, everyone is forbidden to touch them now. The fourth Kozat get up the great success and attained talent sanctuary. The fourth Kozat lies behind the gate of great success, the central area, as well as the main architecture of the temple of literature. It contains two large works arranged parallel and connected by other houses. This place is used for the worshipping of Confucius. For most brilliant students of Confucius and 10 Chinese philosophers. This is where most Vietnamese visit and make their offering, especially during the exam period. The fifth cultures, the Imperial Academy. The fifth cultures housed Vietnam till first academy that was established in 1076 with the principal aim of educating the country's high officers. In 1946, it was destroyed in the First Indochina War. The present Imperial Academy was reconstruction in 2000 on the formed ground of Quốc Tử Giám. Nowadays, there are several exhibits here with the statue of Chu Văn An, one of the Academy rector and beloved figure in Vietnamese history for his dedicating to teaching. There are also many cultural events held at the hall of these cultures, as well as display of old uniforms that scholars wore while studying there. In this area, incense are often light and flowers are offered by students and their parents, especially at the time of examination. This is about literature. Temple of Literature. Thank you for your attention.